Brisbane Roar's peeling shirt numbers, shock loss to Ceres causes Asian Champions League embarrassment. The Roar's golden days of old look miles away after a night of football that has peeled strips from the brand of both the Brisbane club and the A-League in Asia. Fronting up for an Asian Champions League group stage qualifier against Filipino minnow Ceres Negros only in the second week of the Philippines pre-season, the Roar contrived to lose 3-2 at the Queensland Sports and Athletics Centre, in front of just 1,279 fans. The loss came amid farcical scenes, with 3 Roar players' shirt numbers peeling off midway through the second half in a terrible look for the club and Australian football on the Asian continent. Eric Bautista, Jamie Young, and Ivan Franjic all had numbers on the back of their kits peeling off, with Bautista ordered off the pitch to sort his number out, leaving the Roar to play on with 10 men for a 5-minute period. Bautista, number 22, tried to wear the number 30 as a stopgap measure, but was only let on when he grabbed another shirt with 77, Ivan Franjic's back up top, with tape tacked on in a slapdash tribute to the idea of the number 22. The Roar's abject display was openly noted by Ceres forward Bienvenido Marañón, who said Brisbane's stifled play gave the Filipino champions hope from the get-go. "Before we came here we didn't know we could win this game, but after the minute we saw them passing the ball from one side to the other side, we did," he said. The kit number debacle coupled with yet another terrible display in the Asian Champions League proved too much for former Ceres goalkeeper Mark Bosnick. As for Brisbane Roar and what went on tonight, the only thing I can say to anyone that was watching this, on behalf of Australian football, I'd like to apologise because that was truly embarrassing, Bosnick said on Fox Sports. "I just said then, congratulations to Ceres Negros, we saw how much it meant to them to win this game. Well, we saw how much that meant to Brisbane with that farcical episode about the jerseys." The Roar opened the scoring through Massimo Macarone, but Marañón's brace put Ceres ahead. Omid Nazari gave the visitors a 3-1 lead before Bautista pulled a goal back in the 85th minute. Former Soxeru and Fox Sports commentator Robbie Slater also let fly at the Roar, calling the embarrassing result unbelievable in a bad way, adding the Roar had made Australian football the laughing stock of Asia. "Australia's showing it doesn't care about the ACL, Bosnick." Bosnick said the Roar's showing demonstrated how poorly the Asian Champions League is valued down under. "I really am speechless other than to say, just pull out of the competition because I've never seen that before in my footballing life," Bosnick said. "Not even when I was a junior playing under 10s here in Sydney. That was just absolutely ridiculous. Something's got to give after that. It just shows how much it means to us and how much it means to them to have that thing go on right there in the Asian Premier competition. I spoke to a friend of mine the other day who's actually quite high up in the AFC, and you know what, I'm going to have to ring him and apologize. He was saying sometimes we get the impression with Australian football that it's not what we can do for them, it's always what can we gain from the AFC. And I said I don't think we're like that. And you know what? After watching that, he's probably right, because that was embarrassing." Under pressure, Aloisi throws his players under the bus. The questions are already raging inside Roar corridors. John Aloisi's job as Roar coach is already under enormous pressure, midway through a listless A-League season which sees the Brisbane club 8th, out of 10 clubs, with just 4 wins from 17 matches. Aloisi insisted the ACL result would not have any bearing on his future as coach, preferring instead to let the players have it in his post-match comments. "Even when we went 1-0 up, the players must have thought they were going to cruise through that game. You can't think you're a professional footballer because you put on a jersey, you need to act like a professional each day you turn up to training and play and represent this club. Tonight was not good enough from anyone." The Roar released a statement this morning, saying the result and numbering situation was unacceptable. "We have always worn our orange jersey with pride," the statement read. "Last night, our club disappointed many people and embarrassed ourselves with the presentation of numbering on our orange jersey. This was of no fault of BRFC kit manufacturer Umbro, and we are unreservedly apologetic. BRFC would like to assure its members, supporters, partners, and the local football community that we are fully committed to improving both on and off the field. In the statement, Roar Managing Director David Power said, Brisbane Roar FC respects the right of individuals who support the club to express their dissatisfaction with the current situation. We must, and we will continue to strive for the high standards expected of our club.